What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562.org. It's Tyler, and this CIF Cross Country highlight is brought to you by the fine folks at Naples Rib Company, and all of our cross country coverage this season is sponsored by an anonymous donation in appreciation of Coach Ron Allis. An early morning up at Mount Sac, a different look to the CIF Cross Country Championships this season. The teams that we have here, the Moore League champion Millikan boys, along with sophomore Nadia Mejia as an individual in the girls race, along with Moore League champions Polly in that girls race. Now, rain was in the forecast. So instead of hill yeah, it's hill no this year. We're using the rain course. So that means that paved road down there, they're going to be going both directions there. The start is going the opposite direction this time, and they're going to run around a different part of this Mount Sac campus. That's where a lot of the race will happen. You see parents lined up on the parking structure to get a view. Now to the competitors. Senior Jason Parra, four-time Moore League champion. He has 2 top 15 finishes here at this course, but he likes the shift to a flatter course. Him and his Rams teammates have talked about qualifying for state all year long. You see them in the mix right there in the blue, and they're going to need to stay in their lane, and important to try to find some open road with this mass of runners coming at you. Now let's walk you through what's different. So they're going to go to the left and do a loop behind Reservoir Hill. That's usually where runners finish coming down that hill, but instead they'll stay flat at the 1 mile mark. Everyone's chasing Jason as we're headed the other direction back towards the starting line. Parra looking to open up that lead. Aiden Ransom running in second for the Rams in a crowded pack there, and then Maximiliano Ramirez, the third Ram in the field. At this point, Parra's extending his lead, and you can see he's in some discomfort. He's got new shoes, and the arches were really digging into his feet with every step, but he battled through it. After the second loop behind the hill, you can see his lead has grown. He's just a half mile away now from becoming Long Beach's third CIF individual champion since this race expanded to 3 miles back in 1977. You can see the crowd at the modified finish line there at the track waiting for the finishers to come in. Here comes Parra all by himself in the stadium. He is 11 seconds clear of the field. What will his time be? And here comes the senior, breaking 14 minutes, 13:57, the fastest time ever in a CIF championship race, obviously on the modified course. First individual champion in Millikan history. More on Parra later in the highlight. Next up, Ramirez for the Rams. He's 30th with a time of 14:47. Then Ransom also went sub 15, 14:57 to place 44th. Jack Brown was over there hidden in the pack. He's the next finisher for Millikan, followed closely by Lucas Crockett, 15:13 and 15:15 for them. Emmett Wexler, 15:39. Eric Placencia, 15:43 for Millikan. The Rams needed to be top 7 to move on to state. They finished 8th by just 3 points. So close for Millikan. Tough luck for the Rams. Now it's the ladies' turn. Long Beach Poly going over the new course layout before the race. Got to make sure you remember all the changes. Millikan sophomore Nadia Mejia, fresh off her Moore League title, making her first appearance at CIF. And the Jackrabbits with a good mix of youth and experience this season, hoping to build off their league title. You see Mejia there in gold, Avery Peck in front for Poly in the black. And then once again, here comes the sea of humanity in Division 1 as they get this race going. After the first mile, Mejia is 9th. She ran a 5:28 split on her opening mile. A few seconds back is Peck in 21st. Then Alexa Hernandez-Lujan is next for the Jackrabbits. And you can see Riley Blade from Corona Santiago has opened up a nice lead. Mejia's back there in gold. Here you can see Mejia and Peck both in frame. Avery doing a nice job making sure the camera can see you. Salute. As the crowd thins out, Mejia holding strong in 10th. She really enjoyed the switch to a flat course. That definitely to her advantage. You can see the clock counting down. She looks to go sub 17, still fighting for position, and here she comes, a 9th place finish in 16:52 for the sophomore, just 1 spot away from moving on to state as an individual. Great race and a great season for Mejia. Avery Peck, top finisher for Poly, 17:24 is her time. She would finish 20th for the Jackrabbits. Then Alexa Hernandez-Lujan PRs with an 18 flat, moved up 30 spots after the first mile to take 34th. Freshman Estefany Garcia Hernandez, a big PR, 18:29. Then Evelyn Hernandez-Lujan, an 18:48 for the Jackrabbits. And Bryn Jolly from Poly also went sub 20 at 19:16. Now to the awards ceremony. All smiles for Jason Parra with his family there right behind him. As I mentioned, the first Millikan Ram ever to win a CIF Cross Country title. The Notre Dame-bound senior with another feather in his cap, part of a very memorable high school career at Millikan. And it is not done. Jason Parra has one more race as a Millikan Ram, November 25th at Woodward Park in Fresno. He may not be the biggest guy out there, but he sure gets around 3 miles in a hurry. Congrats to Jason Parra and all the runners in a very entertaining cross-country season here in Long Beach. If you want coverage of all sports going on in the LBC, you're definitely in the right place, the562.org.